how to firm your skin in just a few days, and the healthy food that might be sabotaging everything. Have you ever felt like your skin seems to change overnight? That suddenly it loses firmness, glow, life, even with constant care? Maybe the answer is not in the creams, but in what you do or fail to do every single day. And worse, there's a food found in many healthy diets that may be speeding up your skin sagging without you even realizing it. In this episode, a revealing conversation with Dr. Haruki Tanaka brings to light truths no one has ever told you about firmness, collagen, hydration, and silent inflammation. You're going to discover how small adjustments in your routine can visibly transform your skin's texture in just a matter of days. No magic formulas, no impossible promises, just science, practice, and awareness. So welcome to another episode of Heal Essence, where you'll discover the worst vegetable that makes your skin saggy. And more than that, you'll get first-hand answers that are fundamental to maintaining your health from one of the most respected doctors. Did you know that your skin can lose firmness in just a few days if you keep certain habits? And more, that there's a common vegetable, one that many people consider healthy, but that may actually be accelerating your skin's sagging without you noticing? That's right. We usually think of sagging as a slow process, only linked to aging. But the truth is that some behaviors and dietary choices can affect skin elasticity almost immediately.
That's exactly right. The skin is an organ that's extremely sensitive to lifestyle. Many times, it only takes a combination of dehydration, inflammatory eating, and lack of muscle stimulation for collagen to begin breaking down. And when that happens, firmness disappears along with it. The good news is that just as the skin loses firmness quickly, it can also regain vitality and elasticity in just a few days, if we know exactly what to do, and especially what to avoid.
And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Dr. Haruki Tanaka, who has studied in depth the processes of skin regeneration and cellular aging, is going to reveal the most effective secrets to restore firmness to the skin with simple, practical, and accessible actions, including with foods that are easy to find. And yes, we're also going to talk about the worst vegetable that so many people eat every single day, thinking it's good for them, but that actually contributes directly to sagging.
That's one of the most important points. Many people take care of their skin from the outside, with creams and procedures, but they forget that sagging begins from the inside. Collagen, for example, is a protein that depends heavily on diet and other factors, such as hydration and the presence of antioxidant vitamins. But there is a specific type of vegetable that interferes with this process, promoting silent inflammation and stimulating enzymes that literally break collagen down.
And the scariest part is that this vegetable is on a lot of people's plates. But before we reveal which one it is, and don't worry, we'll get there, Dr. Tanaka will show the full roadmap to naturally stimulate skin firmness at any age. These are simple strategies that work quickly, scientifically, and naturally. And it all begins with one of the most overlooked pillars, hydration.
Most people don't realize how quickly the skin dehydrates, especially with climate changes, stress, and the consumption of certain foods. In just a few days, lack of water and foods rich in liquids can already cause loss of tone, more visible wrinkles, and even changes in facial contour. But the opposite is also true. Hydrating properly already makes a visible difference in 72 hours.
In other words, if you want to see real, fast, and lasting results, stay with us until the end, because today, with Dr. Haruki Tanaka, we're going to dive into the backstage of skin health. We'll talk about foods that firm, vitamins that rejuvenate, exercises that transform, and of course, that vegetable you need to stop eating right now.
It's a simple but powerful journey, and it could be the first step to reversing years of damage in just a few days, with the right choices. Shall we begin?
Dr. Tanaka, you mentioned that hydration can make a difference in just 72 hours. That's really surprising, because we usually underestimate the effect of water on aesthetics, right? But from what you're saying, hydrating the body is one of the fastest ways to bring firmness back to the skin. How does that work exactly?
It works in a direct way. The skin is made up largely of water, and its elasticity depends heavily on it. When the body is dehydrated, even if only slightly, the skin loses volume, glow, and tonicity. And the worst part is that this can happen without obvious thirst. Just a small deficit in fluid intake is enough for collagen to lose its support, as if the skin's structure literally shriveled.
And what would be the signs that we're slipping into this state of dehydration without noticing? Because there are days when we feel fine, but maybe the skin is already suffering on the inside, right?
Absolutely. One of the first signs is the loss of natural glow. The skin starts to look dull. It loses that healthy shine. Another point is the deeper marking of fine lines, especially around the eyes and mouth. And it's also common to notice a more saggy look in the face's contour. These are subtle details, but noticeable in just a few days. It's as if the face falls apart a little from lack of hydration.
Interesting. And besides pure water, are there foods that help in this process? Because many people forget that you can also hydrate through what you eat, right?
Exactly. Fruits and vegetables rich in water are powerful allies. A classic example is watermelon, which has more than 90% water and also offers antioxidants like lycopene. Another excellent example is cucumber, which not only hydrates but also provides silica, important for skin structure. Including these foods in the daily diet already helps fill the cells with fluid and improve skin tone.
I remember once you mentioned a juice that helps a lot with hydration. It had cucumber and mint, right? Tell us how that combination goes, because it's stuck in my memory.
Yes, it's a simple and effective recipe. I usually blend half a cucumber with skin, a few fresh mint leaves, a bit of lemon, and filtered water. Sometimes I add a small piece of fresh ginger just to give it that thermogenic touch. Drinking this juice in the morning already activates digestion, hydrates, and gives a direct boost to the skin. It's like a natural tonic, from the inside out.
And the best part is that it's easy, tasty, and cheap. Now, a lot of people drink a lot of coffee, black tea. Do these drinks interfere with skin hydration?
Yes, they can interfere. They are diuretics, meaning they increase the elimination of water by the kidneys. If a person drinks too much coffee and forgets to compensate with water, that creates a chronic dehydration effect. That's why, for every cup of coffee, the ideal would be to drink at least 2 glasses of water throughout the day.
So, for those who want fast and visible results on the skin, the first step is basic but essential. Hydrate well, with pure water and the right foods, and you can already see the difference in less than a week.
No doubt. In 3 to 5 days, you can already notice firmer skin, more defined facial contour, and less marked lines. It's the effect of replenishing water in the body. A simple act, but deeply transformative.
Dr. Tanaka, now that we've talked about hydration, let's move on to a topic that always raises questions: collagen. We hear so much about supplements, powders, capsules, but my question is direct. Is it possible to stimulate collagen naturally, just through food?
Yes, it's totally possible. The human body produces collagen naturally, but this production decreases with age and with bad lifestyle habits. The good news is that certain foods contain the nutrients necessary to stimulate this production effectively, without depending on industrialized supplements. The secret lies in providing the body with the right building blocks, so it can build collagen internally.
And what would those building blocks be? Doctor, which foods truly help boost this production?
Let's start with high-quality proteins, like those found in eggs. Egg whites, for example, contain proline, an essential amino acid for collagen formation. The yolk is rich in choline, which also plays a role in the metabolism of the skin's structural proteins. Another amazing food is avocado. Besides being a source of healthy fat, it contains vitamin E and antioxidants that protect existing collagen.
Interesting. And what about collagen present in meats or bone broths? Is it worth including?
Absolutely. Broths made with bones, like traditional bone broth, are excellent because they naturally contain hydrolyzed collagen. When we cook bones for long hours with a bit of vinegar, we release nutrients like glycine, glutamine, and type I collagen, all very beneficial for the skin. It's an age-old tradition that makes a lot of sense scientifically.
Now, some people eat these foods but don't see results. Could that be related to absorption?
Yes, and that's a crucial point. For the body to turn these nutrients into functional collagen, it needs cofactors, especially vitamin C, zinc, and copper. So it's no use eating eggs and bone broth and forgetting to include citrus fruits, seeds, and colorful vegetables in the diet. It's the combination of these elements that makes the system work.
So it's like a symphony. The right foods need to play together. Would you have any practical suggestion? Like a food combination that helps in this process?
Of course. One combination I highly recommend is an omelette with dark leafy greens, like spinach, accompanied by a salad with avocado and sunflower seeds, and a natural lemonade with ginger zest. There you have proteins, antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamin C, everything the skin needs to start rebuilding collagen naturally.
And all of this with accessible ingredients. No magic formulas. The most interesting thing is realizing that the collagen we look for outside can be created by our own body, as long as we give it the right inputs.
Exactly. The secret is not in buying ready-made collagen, but in teaching your body to produce it again. That's what really brings firmness, elasticity, and lasting support to the skin.
Dr. Tanaka. Now, let's talk about something that few people directly associate with skin firmness: movement. Most people immediately think of creams or cosmetic treatments. But exercises, especially facial and body ones, can make a real difference in this process. Right?
Absolutely. Movement is a natural and profound stimulus for the skin. When we exercise, not only does circulation improve, but we also activate the muscles that support the skin, which helps maintain a firmer facial contour. In the case of facial exercises, the impact is even more direct, because we work on muscle groups that usually remain inactive.
And it's curious that almost no one trains the face. Right? We go to the gym, do weight training, take care of our arms, our legs, but the face, which has more than 40 muscles, we simply ignore.
Exactly. And those muscles are essential. When they lose tone, the skin on top also loses support. That favors sagging, especially around the mouth, jaw, and neck. Including 5 minutes of facial exercises a day already begins to change this scenario in a short time. And the best part, it's simple, free, and can be done anywhere.
Can you describe a facial exercise that's easy to do and already brings visible results?
Of course. An effective example is the following. Push your jaw forward, as if you wanted to touch the ceiling with your chin, while keeping your neck stretched. Hold for 15 seconds, breathe, and repeat 3 times. This movement activates the neck and double chin muscles. Another great exercise is to smile in an exaggerated way, keeping your lips closed, and hold that tension for a few seconds. This works the cheeks and eye contour.
And from the body perspective, do more global physical activities also help firm the skin?
A lot. Regular physical activity improves tissue oxygenation, stimulates collagen production, and regulates hormones that affect skin health. Simple movements, like stretching and walking, already promote a noticeable improvement in skin tone. In addition, sweat helps eliminate toxins, which results in cleaner, livelier, and more resilient skin.
Would you say that lack of physical activity accelerates sagging, even in young people?
Without a doubt. An inactive body loses support, and the skin follows that process. In fact, young patients who are sedentary often show early sagging, especially in areas such as arms, abdomen, and face. Meanwhile, older people who are active maintain a firmer, healthier appearance for longer. The secret lies in the consistency of movement.
So, in addition to taking care of diet and hydration, moving the body and face daily is a fundamental strategy to fight sagging. And you don't need a gym, nor sophisticated equipment. It's discipline, awareness, and just a few minutes a day.
Exactly. Nature gave us the tools. We just need to know how to use them. The body responds quickly when we provide the right stimuli, and skin firmness is one of the first visible rewards.
Dr. Tanaka, so far we've talked about hydration, collagen, exercises, but there's a group of nutrients that seem to work behind the scenes and make all the difference in skin firmness: antioxidant vitamins. Explain to us why they're so important in this process.
Antioxidants are like the guardians of the cells. They fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules generated by stress, pollution, poor diet, and even sun exposure. These free radicals damage collagen and elastin fibers, accelerating sagging. Vitamins such as C and E have the power to neutralize that damage, preserving the skin structure and helping maintain tone for longer.
So, it's not an exaggeration to say that eating a handful of almonds or an orange a day can make a visible difference in the skin, right?
It's not an exaggeration, it's science. Vitamin C, for example, is not only an antioxidant but is also essential for collagen synthesis. Without it, the body simply cannot produce collagen efficiently. Vitamin E, found in foods like almonds and sunflower seeds, acts in protecting the cell membrane. That keeps skin cells intact and resistant to premature aging.
And is there a better time of day to consume foods rich in antioxidants? Or is regularity the most important thing?
Regularity is the most important. But it's a good idea to consume antioxidants early in the morning, because the body is more sensitive to external stimuli, such as pollution and sunlight. A good habit is to start the day with citrus fruits, like oranges, kiwis, or strawberries, accompanied by a mix of nuts or seeds. That creates a natural protective barrier in the first hours of the day.
And can you actually feel the difference in practice? Has any of your patients reported visible improvement just by adjusting their diet in this way?
Yes, countless cases. There was a patient who suffered from dull, sagging skin, especially in the neck and jaw area. Instead of going straight to procedures, we adjusted her diet. More fruits rich in vitamin C, like acerola and mango, and introduced wheat germ oil in small doses, rich in vitamin E. In less than 30 days, the texture of her skin changed completely. Firmer, brighter, less inflamed.
Amazing how the body responds quickly when we provide the right ingredients. And it's all so simple, right? Nothing out of reach.
Exactly. The key is to eat with intention and intelligence. Antioxidants are not a luxury. They're powerful tools to preserve the skin's youth. And the best part, no side effects, no contraindications.
So, If the idea is to fight sagging naturally, vitamin C and vitamin E cannot be missing from the plate. We often look for complex solutions, but sometimes all the skin needs is an orange in the morning and a handful of almonds in the afternoon.
And with consistency, these small gestures create a solid foundation of protection and regeneration for the skin. It's the kind of investment that only brings positive returns.
Dr. Tanaka, now I want to bring up a topic that, I confess, surprised me when I first heard it, the impact of natural teas on skin firmness. Because we usually associate tea with digestion, anxiety, but not exactly with collagen or elasticity, right?
That's true. Many people underestimate the power of teas when it comes to aesthetics. But some specific types have compounds that act directly on collagen protection, free radical fighting, and even the retention of important minerals for the skin. In other words, they not only help indirectly, but also have a direct action on the skin's structure.
And which ones stand out in this category? Is there any tea you consider a true ally against sagging?
Two deserve special attention: green tea and horsetail tea. Green tea is rich in catechins, which are powerful antioxidants. They protect collagen fibers from the degrading action of enzymes that appear with aging or inflammation. Horsetail, on the other hand, is known for its high concentration of organic silicon, an essential mineral for the synthesis of collagen and elastin.
So, while one protects what already exists, the other helps build more. Right? It's like green tea is the shield, and horsetail is the brick.
Exactly. And the combined effect of both can be very interesting. I usually suggest a simple routine: green tea in the morning to activate metabolism and protect the cells, and horsetail in the late afternoon as a mineral boost. In addition, both have a mild diuretic action, which helps reduce swelling and improve facial contour.
And what about preparation? Many people make mistakes when brewing tea, leaving it too long or using boiling water. Does that affect the benefits?
Yes, it does. The active principles of many teas are sensitive to excessive heat. The ideal is to heat the water just before boiling, around 80 to 85 degrees Celsius, and let it steep for no more than 5 to 7 minutes. For green tea, this is crucial. If the water is too hot, it can oxidize and even lose part of its antioxidant effect.
And are there any contraindications or interactions we should pay attention to? Because many people drink tea thinking it's always harmless.
That's a good point. Teas like green tea contain caffeine, so people with sensitivity or sleep problems should avoid them late in the day. Horsetail, because it contains silicon, is not recommended in excess for those prone to kidney stones. Moderation and guidance are always important, even with natural remedies.
In the end, it's just another natural tool that can add a lot, right? And in an accessible way, without having to spend money on expensive products.
No doubt. The beauty of the skin also comes from the cup. A well-chosen tea can be a self-care ritual with real impact on firmness, texture, and even skin radiance.
Dr. Tanaka, now we've reached the moment everyone has been waiting for since the beginning of the episode. We've talked about what helps firm the skin, but now we'll talk about what really gets in the way. And the most curious thing is that we're not talking about fast food, sugar, or fried foods. It's a vegetable, one that many people eat thinking they're doing something good.
Yes, and that's precisely the trap. Because it looks innocent, it's common in healthy diets, appears in salads, green juices. But the truth is that this vegetable contains substances that favor silent inflammatory processes in the body, and this directly affects skin firmness. I'm talking about eggplant.
Eggplant. Nobody expected that. It's almost a symbol of light eating. Why does it harm the skin so much?
Eggplant belongs to a group called nightshades, just like peppers, tomatoes, and potatoes. These vegetables contain compounds called alkaloids, especially solanine, which in some people can trigger low-grade inflammation, hindering cell regeneration. In addition, it interferes with the absorption of important minerals for collagen production, such as zinc.
So, even though it's rich in fiber and low in calories, it can be a villain for those trying to improve skin firmness?
Exactly. And it's not that eggplant is a universal poison, but in more sensitive people, especially those who already have some degree of inflammation or intestinal disorders, it can worsen the condition. And when the intestine is inflamed, it shows on the skin. Collagen breaks down, elasticity drops, and sagging appears more strongly.
That explains why some people, even with an apparently healthy diet, can improve their skin or even get worse over time.
Exactly. I've had patients who increased their eggplant consumption following general dietary advice and started noticing facial swelling, more marked dark circles, and loss of jawline tone. When we removed eggplant for 15 days, the signs regressed. That doesn't mean everyone should cut it out, but it's an important warning. Not every healthy food is good for everyone.
And in this case, for those seeking quick firmness, the ideal would be to stop eating it for a few days and watch the effects, right?
Yes, exactly. Just a 7 to 10 day break is enough for the body to show clear signs. The skin may regain more brightness, less swelling, and better tone. It's a way to test your own sensitivity without radicalism, but with awareness.
So there it is, the vegetable that may be sabotaging your skin is eggplant. And the best path is to listen to your body, paying attention to signs. Sometimes, small changes generate big transformations.
And when we remove what harms and strengthen what builds, the body responds quickly. The skin thanks you and shows it in the mirror in just a few days.
Dr. Tanaka, what a lesson of clarity and awareness we had today. From the importance of water, to the right foods, and even the surprise of that vegetable that seemed harmless. All this shows that skin firmness is not a privilege of those who undergo expensive procedures, but rather of those who know how to take care of their body from inside. And before we wrap up your participation, is there any final message you would like to leave?
Yes, I want to reinforce something very simple but essential. The skin is a direct reflection of your daily choices. Every meal, every glass of water or tea, every movement you make or fail to make, your body responds. And the skin, as the largest organ we have, shows this in a visible way. Do not underestimate the power of small changes made with consistency. In just a few days, they already begin to transform the texture, glow, and firmness of the skin. And remember, removing what inflames is just as important as including what nourishes.
Perfect. And I think the great beauty of all this is realizing that we don't need to wait years or depend on miracle formulas. You just need to know where to start, and you showed us exactly that path. Dr. Haruki Tanaka, thank you so much for this inspiring, instructive, and much-needed conversation.
I'm the one who's grateful for the invitation. It is always a pleasure to share information that makes a real difference in people's lives. And I hope that each listener here can test these strategies, observe the results in the mirror, and most importantly, reconnect with their own body.
Very good. And for you who are still watching, hold on just a little longer because the video is not over yet. Now that we've wrapped up this rich conversation with Dr. Tanaka, I'm going to show you some simple, practical, and extremely effective habits to include in your daily life, especially if you're just now starting to take better care of your skin. There are things you can start today with what you already have at home. Small actions that add up: one more glass of water, one less food, a short walk, a conscious pause, and yes, even that tea you may have never paid attention to can become a powerful ally. So stay with me until the end. Because in the next few minutes, I'll tell you how to build a natural skincare routine, no exaggerations, no magical promises, just what truly works. Let's go all the way together. Number 12. Using natural creams or oils. The conversation with Dr. Tanaka made something very clear. What we put on our skin is as powerful as what we put on our plate. And in this regard, natural oils and creams deserve special attention. Many people still spend fortunes on industrialized products full of chemicals, but forget that nature offers effective, affordable, and less aggressive alternatives. These natural ingredients are powerful allies when it comes to keeping the skin firm, nourished, and with that youthful look everyone seeks. The key is to choose the right products and know how to use them. Coconut oil, for example, is a real all-rounder when it comes to hydration. Rich in fatty acids and antioxidants, it easily penetrates the skin, creating a protective barrier that prevents water loss. This is essential to combat dryness, one of the greatest enemies of firmness. In addition, it softens fine lines and improves elasticity with continuous use. A small nightly ritual with this oil can transform the quality of your skin in just a few weeks. Another favorite is avocado oil, full of vitamins A, D, and E, and highly emollient. It deeply nourishes the skin and stimulates collagen production, which helps fight sagging. If your skin is dull and lifeless, a thin layer of avocado oil before bed can be a true elixir of renewal. And the best part, without harming, without causing reactions, only offering what the body recognizes as natural. Small habits like this make a huge difference in the long run. Now, if you prefer a lighter option, creams with shea butter or aloe vera are also excellent choices. They help retain water in the dermis, keeping the skin fuller and more elastic. Daily application, especially on areas more prone to sagging such as the neck, arms, and thighs, helps prevent premature aging. The secret lies in consistency. It's no use applying once a week and expecting miracles. Daily care is what makes the magic happen. And there's more. The way you apply these creams and oils also matters. Always use circular motions, from the inside out and from bottom to top, to stimulate circulation and tone the tissues. A 5-minute self-massage a day can be as powerful as a good aesthetic treatment. In this detail, often neglected, lies one of the most effective tricks for skincare. Treat your beauty routine as a moment of self-care, and the results will come. Number 11. Maintaining good posture. After talking about the power of natural creams and oils, there is something even simpler and often overlooked that can transform your skin, your posture. Sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. The way you position yourself throughout the day directly influences the appearance of your skin, especially in the neck, chest, and jaw areas. And here lies the secret that many ignore. Posture is an invisible ally of firmness. Spending hours with your head down looking at your phone, for example, creates repetitive folds on the neck skin, the famous text neck. Over time, these marks become deeper and more visible. The same goes for slumped shoulders, which end up pulling the skin on the chest downward and encouraging sagging. Small corrections in your daily life, such as keeping your chin parallel to the floor and shoulders open, make all the difference. Beyond aesthetics, good posture improves blood circulation and tissue oxygenation. When you position yourself correctly, your muscles work in harmony, contributing to a natural support for the skin. It's as if the body created an internal scaffold that prevents premature skin drooping. In fact, poor posture can even accelerate facial aging, affecting the firmness of the cheek area and the facial contour. Keeping your spine straight, abdomen slightly engaged, and head properly aligned does not require extreme effort, just awareness. How about starting by adjusting your position while watching videos, working on the computer, or doing simple chores at home? These small moments added together build a new habit, and this habit, little by little, restores facial symmetry, prevents unwanted wrinkles, and softens expression lines. Another interesting point is that correct posture conveys a more confident and youthful image. It's not only the skin that benefits, but also your presence in the world. People with good posture tend to appear more alert, energetic, and healthy. And when you feel that way, everything in your body responds better, including your skin. Self-esteem also becomes part of this cycle of improvements. Number 10. Avoiding alcohol and smoking. Speaking of habits that may seem small but make all the difference, we can't ignore the impact that alcohol and smoking have on the skin. After understanding how posture influences firmness, it's time to look at two of the biggest saboteurs of skin health. And yes, they are among the main culprits for premature aging and loss of skin elasticity, effects that many only notice when it's already too late. Alcohol, for example, is a natural dehydrator. Every time you drink alcohol, your body loses excess water, and this directly affects the skin. It starts to look duller, thinner, less vibrant, and over time, those more evident lines appear. Without internal hydration, no amount of external cream can handle it. And worse, alcohol also interferes with the absorption of nutrients that are essential for cell renewal. Cigarettes are even more aggressive. They reduce blood circulation, which means less oxygen and nutrients reach the skin cells. The result is a tired, dull appearance, with greater propensity to sagging and deep wrinkles, especially around the mouth and eyes. Smoking literally suffocates your skin. And even if you eat well and exercise, this habit cancels out much of the benefits. One important detail: cigarettes also destroy collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for keeping skin firm and taut. And as if that weren't enough, they release toxins that promote constant inflammation, accelerating the breakdown of skin structures. The impact is not only aesthetic, but also functional. Your skin loses its ability to regenerate efficiently. Reducing or eliminating the consumption of these substances is a giant step toward firmer, healthier, and younger skin. It's not just about appearance, it's about giving your body the chance to function fully again. And the good news is that when you stop smoking or drinking excessively, your body begins to regenerate. In just a few weeks, it is already possible to notice visible improvements in the texture and tone of the skin. So, if you are determined to firm your skin in just a few days, you cannot ignore this part. Taking care of your skin is not just about what you put on it, but also about what you avoid. Alcohol and cigarettes do not go hand in hand with rejuvenation, and the decision to change these habits can be the turning point that completely transforms the results you're looking for. Number 9. Consuming natural antioxidants. After understanding the damage that alcohol and cigarettes cause to the skin, it's time to talk about something that does exactly the opposite: natural antioxidants. They are like little shields that protect your skin from the damage of time, pollution, poor diet, and even stress. And the most interesting part? You can find them in simple, tasty foods that are part of your daily life. It's like each bite is a dose of youth. Antioxidants fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules that attack cells and accelerate skin aging. When free radicals act unchecked, they destroy collagen, weaken elastin, and make the skin sag. But when you consume foods rich in antioxidants, it's like sending in an army of protection working from the inside out. And the effect goes beyond firmness. Your skin gains glow, color, and a healthy texture. Among the champion foods in this category are almonds, rich in vitamin E, one of the skin's most powerful allies. We also have purple grapes, with their skin full of resveratrol, an antioxidant that acts directly in cell renewal, and green tea, which besides being comforting, contains catechins capable of protecting and even reversing damage caused by sun exposure. All of this with taste and practicality. The most interesting thing is that these foods can be easily combined into your day. A handful of almonds as an afternoon snack, a cup of green tea before bed, or a glass of whole grape juice at breakfast. These small daily choices create a solid foundation of defense for your skin. And when the body feels protected, it responds with more vitality and firmness. Another valuable tip: vary your sources of antioxidants throughout the week. Berries, turmeric, pure cocoa, carrot, spinach all contain different and complementary antioxidant compounds. The more colorful your plate, the greater the diversity of nutrients working in favor of your skin. And this is fundamental to keeping collagen intact and sagging away from the mirror. Do not underestimate the power of food. Natural antioxidants are one of the safest, most economical, and most effective ways to treat the skin. It's like investing in a silent and constant beauty treatment, with no side effects, only benefits. So, next time you choose what to eat, remember, each choice is a step toward firmer, more radiant skin. Number 8. Massage the face and body. We talk about antioxidants that nourish the skin from inside. Now it's time to explore a habit that works directly from the outside in massage. Yes, something as simple as gently moving your hands over the skin can bring surprising benefits. Massaging the face and body activates blood circulation, stimulates collagen production, and helps maintain skin firmness. And the best part, it costs nothing and can be done at home. Every day, the light pressure of the fingers in circular movements increases the flow of nutrients to the skin cells. That means more oxygen, more regeneration, and less buildup of toxins. And you know that morning puffiness. Massage also helps drain excess fluids, reducing eye bags and the tired look. Over time, the skin begins to respond with more elasticity and natural glow, as if it had gone through an aesthetic treatment. But it's not just the face that deserves this care. Areas such as arms, thighs, and abdomen also benefit from regular massages, especially when done with natural oils. The touch stimulates the muscles and the subcutaneous tissue, contributing to a more defined contour and firmer skin. And there's also the bonus of relieving tension and improving emotional well-being. A relaxed body is a body that regenerates better. For the facial area, upward movements from bottom to top help fight gravity. Use your fingertips to gently glide from the chin to the temples, from the eyebrows to the scalp, always respecting the rhythm of your skin. This technique, in addition to activating circulation, helps shape the facial contour. As for the body, you can use a natural bristle brush or simply your hands to create firm, circular movements. And it doesn't take much time. 5 to 10 minutes a day are enough to feel the effects. You can incorporate massage during your bath, when applying oil, or before bed as a self-care ritual. Over time, it becomes a pleasurable, almost meditative moment that rejuvenates not only the body but also the mind. It's a way of reconnecting with your own rhythm and transforming touch into treatment. Number 7. Avoid excess sugar. After discovering how massage can transform the skin, now we need to talk about a true saboteur of firmness, sugar. And we're not just talking about white table sugar, but about all the excess hidden in ultra-processed foods, sodas, sweets, and even bread. The problem is that sugar speeds up a process called glycation, which literally breaks down collagen and elastin in the skin. The result? More wrinkles and more sagging. Glycation occurs when excess sugar binds to the body's proteins, forming substances called 𝙤𝙤, advanced glycation end products. These compounds are highly inflammatory and cause stiffness in collagen fibers, making the skin lose elasticity. It's as if sugar glued your cells and aged them faster. And this is directly reflected in the mirror, especially around the eyes, cheeks, and neck. In addition to attacking collagen, excess sugar increases insulin levels and favors fat accumulation, especially in the abdominal area. This contributes to a slower metabolism and compromised cell renewal. And when the body is inflamed on the inside, the skin shows it on the outside, sagging, enlarged pores, and irregular texture. Reducing sugar is, without a doubt, one of the smartest steps for those seeking rejuvenation. But don't worry, this doesn't mean cutting all sweets from your life. It means making more conscious choices, replacing industrial desserts with fresh fruits, swapping boxed juices for natural smoothies, or even using cinnamon and pure cocoa as ways to add flavor without overloading your body with unnecessary glucose. These are simple adjustments that, when they become habits, produce visible and lasting results on the skin. Another important point is to look at food labels. Many products considered healthy hide absurd amounts of added sugar. Cereal bars, ready-made sauces, and even yogurts may be compromising your skin's firmness without you noticing. The rule is simple: the fewer unknown ingredients on the package, the better for your body and for your appearance. Taking care of the skin goes far beyond what you apply on your face. It is deeply connected to what you put on your plate every day. Sugar may seem harmless, but its cumulative effect is devastating for skin health. By reducing consumption, you not only improve your appearance but also your energy, mood, and overall well-being. Your body will thank you, and your skin will show it proudly. Number 6. Sleep well. After understanding the devastating impact of excess sugar on the skin, it's time to focus on something completely free and incredibly powerful: sleep. Sleeping well is one of the pillars of skin firmness and regeneration. During deep sleep, the body enters an intense repair state. It produces collagen, regulates hormones, renews cells, and eliminates toxins. It's like a silent night shift that works tirelessly to keep your skin young. When you sleep poorly or too little, this renewal process is interrupted. The skin cannot recover from the damage suffered during the day, such as sun exposure, stress, and pollution. This results in a tired appearance, with dark circles, loss of elasticity, and increased sagging. In addition, sleep deprivation raises cortisol levels, a hormone that breaks down collagen and speeds up skin aging. In other words, bad nights of sleep come at a high cost. But it's not just the number of hours that matters. Sleep quality makes all the difference. Sleeping between 7 and 9 hours a night is ideal for most people, but that time needs to be continuous and restorative. Avoid bright lights and electronic devices before bed, as they interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that regulates sleep and also has antioxidant action. A dark, quiet, and cool environment favors deep and restorative sleep. Creating a nighttime ritual can also help. A warm bath, light reading, a relaxing tea. These small habits teach the body to slow down and get into the rhythm of rest. And more, quality sleep improves the production of growth hormone, essential for maintaining lean mass and skin firmness. Sleeping well is more than resting, is renewing yourself completely. The position in which you sleep can also influence skin firmness. Always sleeping face down or on your side can cause marks and lines on the face, which over time become permanent. Ideally, whenever possible, sleep on your back, with a pillow that keeps your head aligned with your spine. This simple care can reduce the appearance of wrinkles and sagging, especially in the chest and neck area. If you truly want to firm the skin in just a few days, treat sleep as a priority. It is the most effective nighttime treatment that exists. There's no point in investing in creams, massages, and good nutrition if the body doesn't have the time and conditions to regenerate. Valuing your nights of rest is valuing your health, your energy, and your beauty. And the best part, it's a habit that depends only on you. Number 5. Practice regular physical exercise. After reinforcing the importance of sleeping well, let's talk about another essential habit that acts directly on skin firmness: physical exercise. And here we're not just talking about aesthetics or weight loss. Regular physical activity has a profound effect on skin health, helping to fight sagging from the inside out. When you move, your entire body reacts positively, including the structure of your skin. During exercise, blood circulation increases, bringing more oxygen and nutrients to skin cells. This greater flow stimulates collagen production and helps eliminate toxins that contribute to premature aging. It's as if each drop of sweat carries away what is no longer needed and makes room for regeneration. And this effect happens with both aerobic exercises and weight training. Speaking of weight training, it is especially important when it comes to firmness. By strengthening the muscles, you create a more solid base for the skin to rest on. This is fundamental in areas such as arms, abdomen, thighs, and glutes, where sagging is usually more evident. The more toned the muscles, the more stretched and youthful the skin appears. It's as if the body gained a new, firmer, and more symmetrical structure. Activities like Pilates, yoga, and resistance exercises are also excellent options. They work not only muscle tone but also posture and body awareness, which, as we've seen, directly influence skin appearance. In addition, these exercises help reduce stress, one of the biggest villains of skin health. A moving body is a balanced body, and this is reflected in the mirror. And you don't need to overdo it or spend hours at the gym. Sessions of 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week, are enough to notice visible differences. The secret lies in consistency. The skin responds better when it perceives the stimulus as frequent. Even a quick daily walk can help activate circulation and improve skin appearance, especially on the legs and face. Including exercise in your routine is not just a matter of aesthetics, but of self-care. It's investing in vitality, energy, and firmness. Movement transforms the body in a deep and lasting way. And the skin is one of the first to thank you. If you're looking for a natural way to fight sagging, put on your sneakers and start. Your body will feel it. Your skin will show it. And your self-esteem will thank you. Number 4. Use sunscreen every day. After understanding how physical exercise helps firm the skin. Now, let's talk about something many people underestimate: sunscreen. Yes, applying sunscreen daily is one of the most powerful actions to preserve the firmness and youthfulness of the skin. And not just at the beach or on very sunny days. Sun damage is cumulative and silent. It builds up over time, and suddenly, the skin loses its glow. Sagging appears, and the dreaded wrinkles emerge. Sun exposure, especially without protection, speeds up a process called photoaging. Ultraviolet UV rays penetrate the deeper layers of the skin and directly damage collagen and elastin fibers, which are essential for maintaining firmness. And it doesn't stop there. Sun radiation also increases the production of free radicals, which cause inflammation and weaken the skin's natural defenses. Daily use of sunscreen creates a protective barrier that prevents the action of these aggressors. Even on cloudy days, UV rays are still present, and even the blue light from screens can harm facial skin. Using a sunscreen with adequate SPF, preferably with UVA and UVB protection, is a simple and effective way to slow sagging and premature aging. And if your skin is oily, there are specific options that are lightweight and don't cause acne. Another important point is reapplication. A common mistake is to apply sunscreen in the morning and forget about it for the rest of the day. But to truly keep your skin protected, it's essential to reapply the product every 2 to 3 hours, especially if you're outdoors or sweating. This habit reinforces protection and ensures your skin is always shielded against environmental damage. If you want to enhance this care even more, look for sunscreens that contain antioxidants in the formula. They help neutralize free radicals and further protect collagen fibers. Some products also combine sun protection with moisturizer, which makes the routine easier and keeps the skin nourished at the same time. There is no firmness without protection, and this applies to all ages. Including sunscreen in your routine is not vanity. It's prevention. It's taking care of the present while thinking about the future. Even if your skin already shows signs of sagging, starting to protect it now prevents the problem from getting worse. It's a simple attitude, but with a profound and lasting impact. Your skin deserves this care every day. Make it a non-negotiable habit. Number 3. Add vitamin C daily. After understanding the importance of sunscreen, there's an ally that perfectly complements this care: vitamin C. If sunscreen acts as a shield against external aggressors, vitamin C works as both an internal and external repairer, protecting and restoring the skin at the same time. Is one of the most powerful vitamins when it comes to skin firmness, elasticity, and glow. And the best part, it's easy to include in your routine, both in your diet and in topical products. Vitamin C is essential for the production of collagen, that protein responsible for keeping the skin firm, elastic, and youthful. Without collagen, the skin starts to sag more easily. When you consume vitamin C regularly, you give your body the raw material it needs to naturally produce collagen. It's like feeding the cement that supports the entire skin structure, and the firmer the foundation, the better the result. In addition, this vitamin has a powerful antioxidant effect. It neutralizes free radicals, which are unstable molecules caused by the sun, pollution, poor diet, and stress. These radicals attack skin cells and speed up aging. Vitamin C comes into play as an antidote that protects cells and keeps tissue functioning healthily. This makes the skin age more slowly, with more glow and less sagging. Fruits such as oranges, acerola cherries, kiwis, and strawberries are excellent natural sources of vitamin C. Including these options at breakfast or in your daily snacks is a practical and delicious way to nourish your skin from the inside out, and to boost the effects You can combine oral intake with topical use of vitamin C in serum or cream form. This dual approach, oral and topical, has even more powerful effects on skin firmness and tone. In its topical version, vitamin C also helps lighten dark spots, even out texture, and bring more radiance to the face. By applying it daily, in the morning, before sunscreen, it creates an extra protective layer and boosts rejuvenation. Over time, you can notice the skin becoming more luminous, smooth, and rested. And the most impressive thing, this effect is visible in just a few days of continuous use. Therefore, if you want to give your skin a true firmness shock, start including vitamin C in your routine today. It is an essential, powerful, and versatile nutrient that works in your favor on several fronts. When combined with good nutrition, sun protection, and quality sleep, it becomes a true natural anti-aging formula. And all this with simplicity and accessibility. Your skin deserves it. Number 2. Consume foods rich in collagen. After highlighting the importance of vitamin C for skin firmness, it's time to focus on the main star of this mission, collagen. This protein is what keeps our skin firm, elastic, and youthful looking. But as the years go by, the body naturally reduces its production, and that's when sagging starts to show. That's why including foods that help stimulate or provide collagen is an essential strategy for anyone who wants to see fast and lasting results. One of the most well-known foods in this regard is bone broth. Rich in natural collagen, is a true strengthening potion for the skin, slowly prepared with bones, cartilage, and vegetables. This broth provides important amino acids for tissue regeneration. Frequent consumption helps replenish the raw material the body needs to keep the skin structure intact. It's deep and nourishing care from inside out. In addition to bone broth, chicken and eggs are also valuable sources for collagen production. Chicken, especially when eaten with the skin, provides type 2 collagen, which helps with skin firmness and also joint health. Eggs, especially the whites, are rich in proline and glycine, 2 essential amino acids for the body to synthesize collagen more efficiently. They are simple, versatile options that easily fit into daily life. It's worth remembering that for collagen to work properly in the body, it needs support. That's where nutrients like vitamin C, which we already mentioned, as well as zinc and copper, found in seeds, nuts, and seafood, come in. Without these cofactors, ingested collagen may not be used correctly. That's why the ideal strategy is to create balanced meals that combine these foods in synergy. Some people opt for hydrolyzed collagen supplements, which can also be a good idea, especially after the age of 30. But it's important to choose quality products with low levels of additives, and if possible, combined with vitamin C. The supplement works as a reinforcement to your diet, not as a substitute. The most important thing is to maintain a solid foundation from real food. Consuming foods rich in collagen is directly investing in your skin's structure. It's giving your body the right building blocks to rebuild what time tries to take away. If your goal is firm skin in just a few days, this is one of the most efficient changes you can make. And the best part, your body will recognize and use each nutrient with visible gratitude in the mirror. Number 1. Drink plenty of water. After everything we've seen about diet, sleep, exercise, and vitamins, it's worth remembering that none of it works fully without the simplest foundation of all, water. Drinking plenty of water every day is one of the most underrated secrets for keeping the skin firm, hydrated, and youthful. It may seem too basic, but it's precisely this simplicity that makes many people overlook the power hydration has on the appearance of the skin. Water is responsible for keeping cells hydrated, full, and plump, and this directly reflects on skin firmness. When the body is dehydrated, the skin becomes dull, thin, and loses elasticity. It's like a deflated balloon without water. It wrinkles, but when it's full, it's smooth and stretched. The difference is visible. That's why proper hydration is one of the first steps to combat sagging and achieve a healthier appearance. In addition, water helps eliminate toxins. A body that retains waste ends up overloading the skin, which tries to compensate by expelling impurities through the pores. This results in skin that is more prone to acne, spots, and premature aging. When you drink enough water, your kidneys and liver work better, and the entire body cleans itself more efficiently. And clean skin on the inside responds with more vitality on the outside. Another important point is that water improves nutrient absorption. There's no point in consuming collagen, vitamin C, and antioxidants if the body is dehydrated. Circulation slows down, digestion is compromised, and delivering nutrients to the skin cells becomes inefficient. In other words, water is the transport medium that carries everything good to where it really matters. Without it, the whole system stalls. But how much is plenty of water? After all, a healthy average is around 2 liters per day, which can vary depending on the climate, physical activity, and individual needs. A good tip is to observe the color of your urine. The clearer it is, the better the hydration. And don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. Thirst is already a warning sign. Always keep a bottle nearby and build the habit of hydrating throughout the day, even in small amounts. Incorporating this simple gesture can transform your skin in just a few days. The difference is real and fast. Proper hydration brings glow, firmness, elasticity, and reduces fine lines much more effectively than many expensive creams. If you want a natural, visible, and sustainable result, start here. Water is life, and beautiful skin is a direct reflection of it. And if you want to keep receiving the best videos for your health, subscribe to the channel, because it only exists for one reason: to make you a healthier person, with more quality of life. Helping you is my mission. In the video that appears now on your screen, I reveal the worst vegetable that causes wrinkles. Click on the screen and check it out.